Today we're going to be looking at the luckiest Magic the Gathering cards, and we're going to rank them on a tier list. We're going to start off today's show off with Al's and also Argentina's suggestion of Fiery Gambit. Fiery Gambit is a 3-mana sorcery. Flip a coin. Oh, what are we going to do with this coin flipping? Or we can choose to stop flipping. If you lose a flip, Fiery Gambit has no effect. If you win one or more flips, Fiery Gambit deals 3 damage to target creature. If you win 2 or more flips, Fiery Gambit deals 6 damage to each opponent. Oh! So odds are basically 25% to deal 6 damage for 3 mana. So that's like on an average 2.5%. We might have to break out Nikachu's calculator for a lot of these cards. If you win 3 or more flips, draw 9 cards and untap all lands you control. That is absolutely insane. Now, what are the odds of that? That's basically half of 25. So it's like, well, it's definitely 1 in 8. Oh my god. It's 1 in 8 chances we get like a huge turn. We have effectively like a time twister. But the odds are not very good. And also, if we keep flipping, we're screwed. Does Mana Crypt count? Absolutely, Mana Crypt is going to count. So I don't know. This card seems a bit too gambly. It's so the upside though is awesome though. I think. Oh, whoops. Okay, let me get this. Nope. There we go. All right, I take a picture. We got a tier list. We're gonna paste. We gotta paste it somewhere. Let's paste it over into the B tier. I think this is okay. I like the upside. I think most of the time this is just going to be a disappointment because you remember you could like very often, flip for nothing and you get nothing, or you hit 3 damage to a creature and if you keep pushing your luck, you get nothing in the end. So I really don't know what the overall EV of this card is, but once in a while, getting something as powerful as blasting your opponent for 6 damage and drawing a bunch of cards out sounds pretty good. Okay, next up we have Stormy Cat's Lucky Clover. Feel lucky? Okay, this has to be a real lucky card, though, based on luck. Oh, it isn't. It's a 2-mana artifact. Whenever you cast an adventure or instant spell, copy it. You may choose new targets with a copy disqualified. So today's show has to be cards where fate isn't under your control. And with Lucky Clover, it most certainly is. So we gotta have anything that has coin flipping, dice rolling, all that's gonna count. Okay, we got Christopher B with Storybook Ride. We want luck. We're going to the fair, and we're gonna test our luck at some games. I don't even know how this type of card works. What's an attraction? Exile the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of attractions you visited this turn. You may play those cards this turn. At the beginning of the next end step, if any of those cards remain exiled, put them on the bottom of your library in any order. I can also accept this because we don't know what's on the top of the deck for the most part. But since this is not like I don't even know how this card works, so we're gonna put it to the D here. D tier stands for don't know what the hell is going on over here. That's what D tier stands for. Next up, let's take Steve Cooper has Yusri. Fortune's Flame. This is a 3-mana 2/3 Efreet flying. When Yusri Fortune's Flame attacks, choose a number between 1 and 5. Flip that many coins. For each flip you win, draw a card. For each flip you lose, Yusri deals 2 damage to you. If you won 5 flips this way, which is not going to happen very often, that's very, very lucky, you may cast spells from your hand this turn without paying their mana cost. Ooh! So if you somehow luck out big time, what is this, a 1 in 2, 1 in 4, 1 in 8, 1 in 32. Sure, have an Omniscience 1 in 32 times. I think this is dealing a lot of damage to you quite on the regular basis. It doesn't even seem that good to me for the most part. It seems like more of a disappointment. All right, C tier. It's okay. You can try to draw like a bunch of cards, but you're also going to blast yourself in the face for a bunch of damage. Next up, we got Shinobin with the Mirror March. What's up with Mirror March here? We have for 6 mana an enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, we flip a coin until we lose a flip. For each flip that you won, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Oh! So on enters the battlefield, you flip a coin until... So we could just keep flipping and flipping. Create a token that's a copy of that creature. Those tokens gain haste. Oh, you got to exile them at the beginning of the end step? That is so lame. You may not even have a creature in play when you actually play this card. That's actually it's really sad, in my opinion, the Mirror March. Could be a million times better. I also think this is a very... I think this is worse than C tier. I think this is a very low-quality D tier card. Poor card. You flip till you hit. You may not even hit. You may not even hit the first time you you try. And this is a 6-mana enchantment. It has to be a non-token. Well, of course, it has to be a non-token because otherwise the tokens would trigger off of themselves. For a super chat from the day from John. Scrambleverse. Who knows what will go where? All right, 8 mana for a sorcery. For each non-land permanent, choose a player at random. Then each player gains control of each permanent for which they were chosen. Untap those permanents. What? For each non-land permanent, choose a player at... Oh, I see. We're doing the old switcheroo around here, which for the most part doesn't do anything strategically useful. We're just... So it's a pretty neutral card. Could be good, it could be bad. Of course, okay, there is actually one situation where this card would be good, and that is if there's only one player with all the good stuff. Then they have everything to lose, they have nothing to gain, because it is just statistically going to be distributed by everybody else at the table, basically. Statistically, people, statistically. Welcome, Mega Mika. I am searching for any lesser thought ones. Go look for it. Well, hold on. We haven't even found the real good ones. Mana Screw. Is this a real card? Oh, it's a silver border card. You didn't donate for that one, Argentine. You didn't donate. Turiot with Capricious Effect. Did we got it right? Capricious Effect. I don't... Oh, sorry. Freet. A Freet! Okay, we got it now. Capricious Efreet is a 6-mana 6/4 Efreet. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose target non-land permanent you control and up to 2 target non-land permanents you don't control. Destroy one of them at random? What? Why am I picking something of mine anyway? That doesn't sound fair. I think this would have been perfectly fine if we just picked 3 permanents that we don't control and then one of them gets blown up at random. Why are we shooting ourselves in our own foot for the most part? I think that's awful. So this has downside. So far, like, all these have like pretty massive downsides. For you know what? Given like what we've seen today, I gotta upgrade this free. You can draw cards off this thing. This is going straight to A tier. Straight to A tier. And then this one can go to C tier. This guy over here, way too good. You could flip coins and draw cards, and if you lose the flip, you deal 2 damage to yourself. Grossly underestimated it, given like what we've seen so far today. Okay, we have Mercenary with Pain's Reward. Oop. Where are we going? Pain's Reward. 3 mana sorcery. You bid any amount of life in turn order. Each player may top the high bid. The bid ends if the high bid stands. The high bidder loses life equal to the... Well, this has actually nothing to do with luck. The more life you have, the better you're off. You will be. If you have the most life at the table, you will 100% get whatever you want off of this card. Well, most coin flips have downsides for most, but some of them. I mean, like, it's fine for there to be a downside, but the upside has to be there. The downside to that last card was like, where was this last thing? The downside to this card was like, I'm gonna lose one of my things 33% of the time in exchange for losing one of your things 66% of the time. Didn't like it at all. Ooh, this is a great one from Ruff. Cursed Scroll. An oldie. Still sees play in pre-modern. Okay, we have a 1-mana artifact. Pay 3, tap, name a card. Reveal a card at random from your hand. Technically, I mean, strategically, this usually isn't very random if you have one card left. If it's the name card, Curse Scroll deals 2 damage to target creature or player. This is one of... Probably is going to end up being like the best card or one of the best cards on today's show. Definitely an S tier level card. Because you can mitigate the randomness by having only one card left in your hand. But if you have more than one, we're going to roll the dice on this card. You're going to roll some dice. Okay, William, Mana Clash. I think I saw a lot of people mention Mana Clash. Mana Clash is a red sorcery. You and target opponent each flip a coin. Mana Clash deals 1 damage to each player whose coin comes up tails. Repeat the process until both players' coins come up heads on the same flip. Okay, so it's just it's a net neutral type of thing. What is the average amount of damage this will deal? I think... Is it 3 to each player? You and target opponents each flip a coin. It deals 1 damage to each player whose coin comes up tails. Oh, I see. I actually don't. I guess I think it will end on average on 3 flips. Trying to figure out the come up heads on. There's one combination of 2 heads, one combination of 2 tails, and then 2 combinations. Yeah, so 25% of the time. So you're flipping the coin 3 times. So it's basically a shock. It's like a weird shock that also deals damage to yourself. Okay, it is like remotely playable. It is somewhat playable. Not the most lovely card in the world, but I can put it in the B tier. If you're a burn player, you might want to put this card in your deck. If you are really desperate, you might have been in 9th edition. I don't know what the deck building construction was like back then. Or at least I don't remember. Okay, Bryce with Falling Star. Sounds like an anti-card. Oh, it's this. It's this card. Come on, can we see it or what? Okay, this is a weird one. Okay, 3 mana sorcery. Flip Falling. Okay, flip star. I'm not reading the Oracle text. Sorry, I'm reading the Oracle text. I'm not reading the ancient scripture. Flip Falling Star onto the playing area from a height of at least 1 foot. Falling Star deals 3 damage to each creature it lands on. Tap all creatures dealt damage by Falling Star. If Falling Star doesn't turn completely over at least once during the flip, it has no effect. This is actually probably one of the better cards too. So like while there is some luck involved, you can at least certainly hit one thing and get what you want out of this card. Hold on, what is it? What happens? Deals 3 damage to each creature that it touches. So it's 3 mana to deal 3 damage, and then any creatures damaged by Falling Star that are not destroyed. Oh, okay. So like if someone puts this on the stack, they're going to separate their battlefield, I think, theoretically, as much as they can. So the Falling Star can only hit one thing. So just 3 mana to deal 3 damage. I suppose we can put that in the A tier. That is not the most mind-blowing value I've ever heard of, for the most part. Next up, Hexanort with the triple triad. I'm gonna go triple. Oh, I spelled triple wrong. Triple Triad, a 6 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles a top card of their library. Until end of turn, you may play the card you own. Sorry, you may play the card you own exiled this way, and each other card exiled this way with lesser mana value than it without paying their mana cost. Wow. So, okay, so you have to flip over a really big card, and then you get to play everybody else's card. Fascinating. I actually like it. Well, the thing, so you can stack your deck, but you can't stack your opponent's deck. So, but there's a little bit of luck involved, but you know what? Wait, what is that? Every upkeep? At the beginning of, at the beginning of your upkeep. That's a lot of upkeep still. Your upkeep is more than anything. You always get an upkeep so long as you're still in the game. Assuming it just doesn't fall in an empty space. Hey, with enough luck. Oh, sorry, you're talking about the Falling Star. Look, with enough skill, and there are some very skilled people when it comes to like Chaos Orb and Falling Star, it's gonna hit something. But sure, if a gust of wind comes around and blows your Falling Star, yeah. Why are you playing outside is what I would be asking. Oh, you brought Falling Star to a picnic? What are you, a fool? You fool, you brought Falling Star to the outdoors. Don't you know how wind affects this card? Oh boy, with the deck of many things. Five mana legendary artifact. Pay 2, tap, roll a d20, and subtract the number of cards in your hand. If the result is 0 or less, discard your hand. What? Okay, so basically we want to be like somewhat empty-handed here. 10 to 19, draw 2 cards. Then we have 20, put a creature card from any graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. When that creature dies, its owner loses the game. Creature card from any graveyard onto the battlefield. When that creature dies, it's interesting. So we basically we're turning a player into a card. Form of the Squirrel has a 5% chance of hitting. But other than that, you can draw. So it's 5 mana to draw basically 2 cards. Or return a card at random from your graveyard to your hand. I like this card, actually. This card actually has not a whole lot of things bad going for it, and a lot of big upsides. I think in the world of these random cards, I gotta put this S tier. That's a sick effect. 5% turn your opponent into a card. I like it. Card that requires skill sounds like an F tier luck card. We're ranking the best of the luckiest cards, okay? Or do you want to rank it based on pure luck? You skipped 1 to 9. Oh yeah, I did because I was so excited. I read it over. Yeah, you return a card at random from your graveyard to your hand. No, that's all value. So it's all value at 1 to 9. It's all value at 10 to 19, and 20 is like the jackpot of all of them. Okay, next up, let's take a look at Will Anderson's Demonic Bargain. Demonic Bargain is a 3-mana sorcery. Exile the top 13 cards of your library, then search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle? Oh, I see. So it's almost like Demonic Consultation at sorcery speed. So, like, the luck part of this is you might exile the card off the top if you're in a commander game, and it's 3 mana, it's sort of junky. But if you're in a non-commander game, search your library for a card. I think this is just bad. This is just like a bad, what is it, demonic? Is it called Demonic Tutor? I'm trying to think of the tutor that's 4 mana. I think it's Demonic Tutor. I'm gonna put this here. I don't think it's that good. 3 mana for a tutor, and you have to exile the top 13 cards. You might end up exiling the exact card that you're looking for. It could be bad news bears. Okay, we have Healthier Systems with the super chat about Whims of Fate. Sorry, Whims of the Fates. Thanks so much for the super chat, Healthier Systems. Maybe the people will be healthier if they looked at the whims of their fate for 6 mana. Sorcery. Starting with you, each player separates all permanents they control into 3 piles. Then each player chooses one of their piles at random and sacrifices those permanents. So, okay, so 1/3 of their stuff is getting blown up. Is this it's 6 mana. It's 1/3 of the permanents. It's okay. It's okay. It's a lot of stuff. It should be half, really. I'll put that in the B tier. You don't have a lot of control over like what's going to get definitely blown up. Your opponents are going to have a lot of control. And it's quite expensive. But it's going to blow up a lot of stuff, though. Diabolic Tutor and Beseech the Mirror are 4 mana. Beseech the Mirror has a big upside to it, but Diabolic Tutor, yeah, that's what I was thinking of for 4 mana. Is that even playable? 4 mana tutor? Seems unplayable to me. Okay, now we got Wandering Picked with Stitch in Time. In Commander, people usually bet their whole board. Oh my god! They're like, okay, you know what? If I lose this, I can go home. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yeah, if I lose this, whatever. I'm gonna go home. I can pack it up early. Okay, next up, let's look at Stitch in time. A 3-mana sorcery. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, take an extra turn after this one. Ooh! This has to be bad, though, right? It has to be bad. I mean, without any other support like Krark's Thumb, I think this card must be junk. Don't we have Time Warps at like 4 mana already? Can't remember what the rate is for a Time Warp. No, it's like, I think it's 5 mana is the lowest. This is the cheapest. So 3 mana is pretty good, but you only get it half the time. The other half, you wasted your turn playing this thing. It's good if you copy it. Yeah, if you can or you copy it, or you can get extra. If you get extra coin flips. I don't like it. I don't like it. 3 mana to do this. Ugh. Time Warp for 3 mana. Where to put Time Warp? Half the time. Okay, you know what? I don't know where to put it, so we'll put it in the B tier. Good old reliable B tier. You can always fit more stuff over there. Next up, let's take a look at... Meme Bruley has a super chat. We've got Dance with Calamity. Let's go gambling. Let's go gamble. 8 mana sorcery. Shuffle your library as many times as you choose. You may exile the top card of your library. If the total mana value of the cards exiled this way is 13 or less, you may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana costs. Anyway, exile. I don't even understand how this card works. So we're shuffling our deck. Now, okay, so we can keep exiling cards off the top. If the total mana value of the cards exiled this way is 13 or less, you may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's sort of like ad nauseum. But you get to go up to 13, and if you want to push your luck, you're screwed. And you better make sure you don't go overboard, or I guess you get nothing. Yeah, I suppose you get nothing. Nothing at all. Fascinating. I think it's pretty good. I actually think this card is pretty good. You have a lot of control over this card. Basically blackjack, but busted at 13. Yeah, what kind of? It should have been 21. For the real gamblers out there, I like this card quite a bit. A tier. It reminds me of Ad Nauseam, really. Can you see how much you already have in this situation? Absolutely, because you're revealing them one at a time, right? So you shuffle your library, and as many times as you choose, you exile the top card of the library. So the idea is you're going to exile them one at a time, and then you can see, oh, I'm at 10. Do I want to exile another card? Do I really want to push my luck here? And you may cast any number of spells. Unfortunately, you can't keep the lands. That's too bad. Next up, let's take Delina from Toilet Duck, the Wild Mage. Delina. We have a 4 mana 3/2, and this is what is the combo with this card? It's a combo card. It's an Elf Shaman. Whenever it attacks, choose target creature you control, then roll a d20, and then 1 to 14 create a tapped and attacking token. That's a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary and has exiled this creature at the end of combat. And then 15 to 20, create one of those tokens, roll again. I don't remember the combo, though, with this card. There's some, like, card that lets you keep getting more Delina triggers, or I guess copies Delina. Oh, day 0. Oh, there was an errata here. The last ability makes rolling again optional to prevent possible arbitrarily long games. They've got that over here. The day 0 errata. I didn't know that. I didn't know this was an instant errata card. Card's so broken. They accidentally tripped over themselves. Okay, where to rank this? I don't remember the combo, though. There used to be, like, a pretty serious combo. Was it Meteor Golem? Anyway, this is like one of the few luck cards that can combo off, so I'm putting in the S tier. We just have to trust it was Meteor Golem. She combos with Port Razor and Kiki Jiki. Okay, I guess there's a lot of other combos too. There's more than one way to combo with dice rolling mage, the master of dice. I can't remember the guy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Who was a dice master, bragged to be a dice master. Still lost to Yugi anyway. Master my butt. Okay, Benjamin Berkey, Fiery Gambit. Oh, we did this one already. Sorry about that. Magnum Opus Gold, Terminus. Okay, Terminus. Oh, I've never seen this art before. 6 mana, sorcery, put all creatures on the bottom of their owner's library. Miracle for a white. Yeah, we have. Like, technically, Miracle is supposed to be a thing of luck. It's a miracle! I just randomly drew this thing. Most of the time, any deck playing with Terminus is not getting lucky at all, and is just one of the best sweepers in the game, period. So this is S tier for sure. Super S tier. I was just realizing now, I should have just based this on luck. Like, what cards, of cards that are based on luck, what is, like, the most crap shoot lucky versus not crap shoot lucky? Oh, well, maybe another time. Next, we've got Trent Sims with the Warp World. Warp World. 8 mana for a sorcery. Each player shuffles all their permanents they own into their library, then reveals that many cards from the top of their library. Each player puts all artifact creatures and land cards revealed this way onto the battlefield, then does the same for enchantment cards, then puts all cards revealed this way that weren't put onto the battlefield on the bottom of their library. So the deal is, I believe this affects tokens, if I'm not mistaken. So if we have like 1 million tokens on the battlefield, we have, correct me if I'm wrong, we can shuffle the tokens into our deck. And what that helps is that with 1 million, if you have a bunch of cards that can generate tokens, and then you've shuffled the tokens into the deck, you'll have a much bigger Warp World than your opponents do because of your token generators. Trent Sims says, "I've seen whole decks built around Warp World where the creatures you put in just make more guys. Super, yeah, and your Warp Worlds get bigger." So this is actually a very strategic card. And it's one of the more expensive ones though, so I'm gonna put an A tier. If it was cheaper, definitely be S tier. Very high quality card. Voltlin with Quicksilver Brash Blur. What? Quicksilver. The Brash Blur? Oh, this is the card. It's just like fresh off the presses, fresh off of the spoilers. We have a red 1/1 mutant hero. If Quicksilver Brash Blur is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with him on the battlefield. What? We have Leyline of the creatures now? No way! Haste, power up. For 5 mana, put a +1/+1 counter and a double strike counter on our Quicksilver. Okay, so this is Raging Goblin. You know, even though it's Raging Goblin is still Raging Goblin. Wow, it's a 0 mana Raging Goblin, actually. I think this is the first 0 mana. Yeah, the ink isn't even dry yet. It's already on the battlefield. It's coming to attack us. Okay, I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this is going to be... okay, I can't put it S tier. I'm going to put A tier at the very least. This could age badly. Maybe it's S tier. Maybe I'm overestimating it. We have Leyline of the creatures now. Yeah, gotta go fast. Wow, just a few days too slow for the fastest Magic the Gathering card show, remember? The fastest cards. Where would that rank, actually? Somewhere probably above Gemstone Caverns, but below the all the conspiracy cards. Okay, we're going to look at more of the luckiest Magic the Gathering cards in Magic, but we're going to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. My favorite place to buy my Magic the Gathering cards, and also my sealed product, whether it be for Pack Wars or anything else. I definitely get my singles for my Modern Commander decks. The deal of the week this week is 15% off all murders at Karloff Manor. But you can get anything there. I know I do. And I do when I use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all your purchases. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Where's Mana Traders? Play any deck at any time. It's cheaper if you want to play a lot of decks, and it's a ban list saver. Don't be afraid of your cards getting banned. Rent them anyway with Mana Traders. You can support the channel by using my coupon code Nikachu_JUP for 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription. All right, and we back to the goods, my fellas. Okay, who's next? Almond wants Chance Encounter. Surveil Duels, 15% off. Wow, such value. It is if you need them Surveil Duels. Chance Encounter, a 4-mana enchantment. Whenever you win a coin flip, put a luck counter on Chance Encounter at the beginning of your upkeep. If Chance Encounter has 10 or more luck counters on it, oh, you win! You win the whole game. That's not bad. Take a chance. Well, it's interesting. I think it's honestly, it's more jank than anything. I think it's sort of cool. You have to fill your deck with a bunch of like coin flipping, which is unfortunate. I'll put in the C tier. It's very unlikely to do anything. And also there's another chance that your opponents will not care about this card until the number of luck counters gets too high, and then they deal with it. Next up, we've got Benjamin Berkey with Puppet's Verdict. We have a 3-mana instant. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, destroy all creatures with power 2 or less. If you lose the flip, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. Interesting. So you are 100% going to get something's going to happen. And you know what? If you have no creatures on the battlefield, you have nothing to lose. What a weird looking card, though. It looks so old, but in a non-magic way. I'm going to put that in the A tier. I don't know if either effect are good enough, but hopefully. Next up, let's get who has no cards yet? Benjamin Berkey. You're claiming you don't have a card yet. Puppet's Verdict. Oh no, I just got ya. I just did Chance Encounter. Matt wants Possibility Storm. I think there's a lot of decks built around Possibility Storm. Okay, 5 mana for an enchantment. Whenever a player casts a spell from their hand, the player exiles it, then exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a card that shares a card type with it. That player may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then, whenever they put all cards exiled with Possibility Storm on the bottom of their library in a random order. Oh yeah, this is a combo card, right? This is like a combo with, I think, Teferi's Puzzle Box and also Teferi Time Raveler. Yeah, it's a turn 3 Teferi Stormlock. Because the next spell being played is like considered at instant speed, and so it won't be allowed to be played. No playing at all. Okay, this is an S tier level card. Also pretty cheap, easy on curve. Not to mention, like, well, it could turn junk into treasure, but also can turn treasure into junk. Next up, we've got Lesthian with the Goblin Test Pilot. You got it, Lesthian. 3 mana for a 0/2 flyer. Tap. Goblin Test Pilot deals 2 damage to target creature or player chosen at random. That is terrible. That is so bad. You need target creature. And also playing with this card seems awful. Like, what if there's 40 permanent? What is if there's 50 or... Oh, I guess you just pull up a random number generator. This card was printed in an era where cell phones existed, for the most part. What year was this? What year is this? 2013? The iPhone was just picking up. Everyone had a smartphone in their pocket. This card is so bad. D tier. The odds of it doing anything that you want are just rubbish. And it's only 2 damage, too. Indiana Jones. What do you got for us? The Maji Dijin from Arabian Nights, one of the first chance cards, also was the biggest 3-mana creature for quite a while. Mijay Dijin. Aha! So triple red for a 6/3. It's pretty big. Whenever Mijay Dijin attacks, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, remove Mijay Dijin from combat and tap it. You know, the downside isn't that bad. But it's still only smacking you for 6 damage half the time. So it's just a 3-mana for a 3/3. It's just 3-mana for a 3/3 on average. It's pretty below average. It's a pretty below rate type of card, C tier. It's probably better as a blocker. Let's look at this thing as a blocker. When it attacks, you get screwed. But when you want to block, it's not too bad, actually. It's maybe one of the better blockers in the game. Probably trades with something. Dies to bolt. And unfortunately for the Dijin, well, you know what? You gain 6 life if your opponent has Swords to Plowshares. 6 life. Think of the possibilities. Show the Arabian Nights. Oh, that wasn't the Arabian Nights version. What the hell is the difference? Nothing? If you choose to attack with Mijay Dijin, flip a coin immediately after attack is announced. Opponent calls heads or tails while coin is in the air. If the flip ends up in opponent's favor, Mijay Dijin is tapped but does not attack. Weird. Okay, Servant of Lord. 9 lives. Does that have anything to... it is basically just praying your opponents don't have mass enchant removal and your cat and is your cat card of the show. Thanks so much for contributing a cat card, but I don't know how this is luck-based at all. 3-mana hexproof as source would deal damage to you. Prevent that damage and put an incarnation counter on 9 lives. When there are 9 or more incarnation lives, 9 or more incarnation counters on 9 lives, exile it. And when 9 lives leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. But not luck-based at all. There's like no luck anywhere. There's no luck anywhere on this card. Yeah, immediately. Don't be waiting on that. You flip a coin instantaneously. There's no time to respond. The way they word that stuff. Felicia Kefka. The Dancing Mad. Yeah, looks quite crazy. 7 mana for a 6/6. Human Wizard. During your turn, Kefka has Indestructible. At the beginning of your end step, exile a card at random from each opponent's graveyard. You may cast any number of spells from among cards exiled this way without paying their mana cost. Then each player who owns a spell you cast this way loses life equal to its mana value. This card is seems okay, if not for the mana cost, but there are some good things about it. It's a pretty big chunky creature that is indestructible on your turn. And was at the beginning of your end step. So if they want to kill this thing, they got to do it before they get to your turn because this thing is indestructible. And it's just like free value for the most part. B tier. Maybe should be worth a little bit more. Dancing Mad is very good. I've seen it in action. We've got a testimonial over here. Kano with Tyrant of Discord. Okay, let's say Tie of Discord. We have Ginger Snap with a huge super chat. First time catching you live. I love your streams. Thank you so much, Ginger Snap. I appreciate it. You should come by more often. You can be part of the show, just like how you were over there. Okay, the next card. So this will be worth like a bunch of super chats to people. At least 5 super chats. Okay, next we've got Tyrant of Discord is a 7 mana 7/7 elemental. When Tyrant of Discord enters the battlefield, target opponent chooses a permanent he or she controls at random and sacrifices it. If a non-land permanent is sacrificed this way, repeat the process. At random and sacks it if a non-land permanent. So you keep sacking things until it finally hits a land. Oh, but it's a 7/7 creature attached to it. So it's 7/7. And only the opponent loses stuff at random. That is great. I like this card. So it's 7 mana for a 7/7 that blasts something of your opponent's at random. You might even get more than one thing. I mean, if you hit a non-land permanent, then you get more than one thing for sure. A tier. I like this card quite a bit. Next up, we've got... okay, we've got to donate some of these super chats. First one goes to Adam. Comet. Did Comet have any luck about it? Comet. Oh, that one. Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, this is a headache to even understand. 4 mana for a 5 loyalty Comet. 0. Roll a 6-sided die. Okay, I think the odds are like really good that you get a bunch of good stuff here. So 1 or 2, you get +2, which is great. Then create 2 1/1 green squirrel creature tokens that gain haste until end of turn. If you hit a 3, you go -1, then return a card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. So that's half. That's 50% of your options. But now the other 50%, 4 or 5, Comet, Stellar Pup deals damage equal to the number of loyalty counters on him to a creature or player, then -2. Oh, I thought this was like another, some different ability. And then we have 6 at +1. You may activate Comet, Stellar Pup's loyalty ability 2 more times this turn. So that can make this thing go on for a very, very, very long time. Those 2 more times. I think all the abilities are very relevant, so I'm gonna put this A tier. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, next up, who has no card yet? I don't think Murta Rodriguez has a card yet. We have Mage's Contest. What the hell is this? 3 mana instant. You and target spell's controller bid life. You start the bid with a high bid of 1 in turn order. Oh no, but like the bidding is not, or is it bidding random? You and start bid life. If it was bid in secret, it would be a little bit different. If you are the if you win the bidding, counter that spell. Yeah, I don't think this is not luck based at all. Contest is easy if you just have more life than your opponent, right? If you have less, then you're just probably not going to play this card. We did Scramble Verse. Whoever mentioned it. Okay, who are... Stranger Candy, we got to give you the super chat. What is this? Asmadi the Dire. 6 mana for a 6/6 Elder Dragon flying. Whenever Vivictus Asmadi the Dire attacks, for each player, choose target permanent that player controls. Those players sacrifice those permanents. Now, each player who sacrificed a permanent this way reveals the top card of their library, then puts it onto the battlefield if it's a permanent card. Is this good? I mean, I guess so. So we blow up 3 things, and we just hope that something better isn't coming along the way, which for the most part isn't going to happen. It's just like 6 mana for a 6/6 flyer that blows 3 things up. Seems very strong to me. S tier. Okay, next up. We got Jesus that wants a gamble. Which, funny enough, I don't know, does anyone play with this in a way that actually is gambling? It's so high up here because usually you look for cards that it's like fine in your hand or it's fine in your graveyard. And even if you don't need to use it in your graveyard, you can play it while you have a bunch of cards in your hand. The odds of you dumping the good card aren't very high. So it's just a red sorcery, search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, discard a card at random, then shuffle away. Looks like a goblin. Well, you've got nothing. You might as well trade it for something else. Wow. You got your life. You got your life at least. S tier. What about your life? Gotta think about that. We have a bunch of people still with no card yet. Boom pile. 4 mana artifact, tap, flip a coin. If you win the flip, Destroy all non-land permanents. So basically, for 4 mana, we might blow everything. It's like Navinral's Disc. It might be better in some way. It's a less reliable way of play, because Navinral's Disc, effectively, like, it's the same thing, right? Like, Navinral's Disc is exactly the same thing. In some sense. I'll explain why. Because Navinral's Disc comes into play tapped, and then it definitely blows up next turn. So what Navinral's Disc is, it's almost like a boom pile that won half the time, and it always loses the first half. So boom pile should be able to go boom after 2 tries. You'd have to be very unlucky for it to not happen, but you should be able to go boom after 2 tries. And it's actually a faster version. Yeah, half the time it works every time. Exactly. 50% of the time it works every time. I think I like this card. A tier. It might even be better. It's like, you know what? I'm going to upgrade this. I like this card. Ugh. It looks so bad near everything else. I don't care. S tier. It's Navinral's Disc. It's just Navinral's Disc. Except it can happen immediately. The disc costs 1 to activate. Oh, yeah, look at that. Disc is worse than this. But then you look. Yeah, I don't know. Boom Pile is not bad. It's pretty good. Did I see the new Marvel set cards? I've seen some of them. I've seen some. I haven't seen all of them. Okay, let's take a look. Who still has no card yet? Are we at no 2 cards yet now? Mega Mika with the super chat. Or actually, it's a donated super chat. But you get one. Okay, fact or fiction? Oh, okay. Well, it's fact or fiction. Found it. Fact or fiction is a 4-mana instant. Reveal the top 5, count them, 5 cards of your library. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. This is definitely an amazing card. It also gets more amazing the dumber your opponent is at fact or fictions. But, honestly, if you feel stupid, you shouldn't feel too bad, because there's a lot of fact or fictions where you're screwed anyway. Like, you don't even know what's in your opponent's hand. You don't know what's important. And, like, if you give them, like, there's a lot of fact or fictions. It doesn't matter what the piles are. If there's 3 cards in one pile, they're just going to take it. Even if it's like 3 lands. They just need the land drops. Dinglebag says, I missed 3 flips with Boom Pile, and I took it out of my deck to teach it a lesson. Oh. You gave it the old spankaroonie, did you? It didn't call Child Protective Services, did it? Okay, fact or fiction. A very S tier card. Super S tier, in fact. Jack Solaris deserves one of the super chats. Have we done Ether Rift yet? Nope. And with that in mind, what the hell is Ether Rift? 3 mana for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card at random from your hand. If you discard a creature card this way, put that card into play unless any player pays 5 life. What does that mean? Okay, so if we discard a creature, discard a card. This is terrible. This is so bad. So, like, I'm just discarding. You're basically letting everyone have the ability of discarding my cards for 5 life. Sorry, like, yeah, because they're not going to let it, like, enter the battlefield, I don't think. This card seems very dubious to me. I mean, okay, let's go look at this thing again. It's possible. It is possible that you build your deck around a lot of creatures, and you're only discarding creatures, and I don't know, maybe this is like a creature burn deck or something. You discard Vexing Devil. You want to pay 5 life to let the Vexing Devil hit the graveyard? No, you're not. Okay, so I'm going to put this. I'll put it in the B tier. You maybe could build around it, but it looks really dubious. No. Okay, you got to prove it. You got to prove yourself here. Going to the C tier. I need some proof that this card is good. I want the proof. Okay, I don't know if we went through all the super chats for that $20 super chat. We'll do one more. Mappius with Tybalt's Trickery. If not done, I joined late. It's okay. No, that's good. In theory, this should be random. In practice, it's not. Instant counter target spell. Choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. As controller mills that many cards and exiles cards on the top of their library until they exile a non-land card with a different name than that spell. They may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then they put the exiled cards on the bottom of their library in a random order. It's been banned in 2 formats. It's not, honestly, it does have some randomness to it, but it's not that random. Okay, very S tier level. And now we have yet another super chat from the Ginger Snap. Thank you very much. Wild Magic Surge. Love it. What the hell is this? Wild Magic Surge? Surging. We're just surging with magic today. Well, you love it in Commander. Okay, we have a double red instant. Destroy target permanent an opponent controls. Its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a permanent card that shares a card type with that permanent. This feels like the land version of Tybalt's Trickery. They put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of their library in a random order. Notice that they said an opponent controls. That's where they screwed up with Tybalt's Trickery. It's like counter target spell. It should just say counter target spell and opponent controls. Then they didn't have to add the stupid choose 1, 2, or 3 at random thing, because you're not going to be stacking your deck. So you destroy target permanent, and they reveal cards until they hit something with a similar type. It's okay. I think this is an okay card. It reminds me. It's sort of like Pongify, or what's it called? Pongify, Rapid Hybridization. A lot of those blue effects are like destroy this creature or exile this creature, give you a 3/3 token. Here it could be better, it could be worse. I'm putting the B tier. Anyone else with no card? Anyone want to be part of the show? Oh, damn draws. Ancient Copper Dragon. Oh, please. I think I put the... There's too many S tier cards today. Millions of S tier cards. We have 6 mana, 6/5 Elder Dragon flying. Whenever Ancient Copper Dragon deals combat damage to a player, you get to roll a d20. And you create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. That's crazy. Arguably completely busted. I don't know how many more treasures you need, but you can never have enough. So the thing is, like, you're hardly gambling at all. It's just all upside. It's not like there's a 0 on the dice that you're throwing. We got Rakdos with, can we include an unstable card? Look, Rakdos, the rule on Nikachu MTG Incorporated is that whoever has the gold makes the rules, and you've presented gold, so you get to make the rules. Okay, let's look at Urza Academy Headmaster. Yes, you can. Super chatters are allowed to suggest silver border cards and all the other illegal cards. Urza Academy. This should be good enough. Go to askurza.com. Who knows what you're going to get? Okay, so what was this? Wooberg for 4 loyalty. Urza, head to askurza.com and click +1. Does it still work? I don't know if it still works. Askurza.com. Oh, it does. We enter the fun house. This card deals 10 damage to target player or planeswalker in each creature that plays, blah blah blah. So hold on, what does that have to do with this? So there's is a +1 to -1. Oh no, it's not the same. Oh, here we go. I want a +1. During target opponent's next turn, creatures that player control attack Urza if able. I want a -6. Create a 6/6 green worm creature token for each land you control. Oh my! For each land? That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna assume this card is good. I'm gonna assume that this card is not so bad. Still a bit random though. Oh, it's not a very good picture of you, Urza. Sorry. Gonna do you justice. Oh, they actually have it at the bottom here. I didn't know that. They have it at the bottom of Scryfall. So we don't actually have to go to the askurza.com, just in case askurza.com gets decommissioned. And Steve Cooper's letting us know they made a PDF version you can use on the Gather website, I think. Well, the only reason for a PDF version is that you download it and then print it off so you can use it offline. Just in case we hit the zombie apocalypse and I still want to use my Urza Academy Headmaster when all the power goes out. That's the key. Okay, but where to put it here? I think we can put it A tier. I'm assuming all the stuff that Urza does is pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, next up. Let's look at Beef Taco with we did Mana Clash, sorry about that. We have, what the hell super chat is this? I bet it's $2. I have no proof, but I bet it's $2. Random encounter and a dono to chat. Oh, you donated that much? I can't verify. What is even the currency? Random encounter. I will trust you donated to chat, though. Did we do this? 6 mana, or did I look at this another day? 6 mana for a sorcery. Shuffle your library, then mill 4 cards. Put each creature card milled this way onto the battlefield. They gain haste at the beginning of the next end step. Return those creatures to their owner's hand. So what is the luck part? Shuffle your deck, then mill 4 cards. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Whatever we mill off the top of our deck is what we get. Yeah, I think we looked at this on another day. This is too luck based. You might get nothing. You get a whole lot of nothing, and you're gonna get a whole lot of complaining about your luck. C tier. Okay, but there was one dono for chat. Was USD 511? Oh, nice. Well, what was the currency? I don't even know what this currency is. Thank you so much, Jesus. I appreciate it. It's green, so it's probably... Well, it's hard to tell. It's super hard to tell. Because there was like one... I think it was like some peso. Some peso. I think it was the Argentinian peso that you can like donate $2 and it looks like $100. It looks like a $100 super chat or $1,000 super chat. They aren't converting the Argentinian peso very well. Okay, okay, I'm gonna go blind. We're gonna go blind. Who's gonna get the super chat? Ooh, who is this? It was Christopher B. Okay, do you want? I'll get you Christopher B. You want Gem? What is this? Gem Bazaar. A bunch of other cards too. I'll get your Bazaar. Is this card real? When Gem Bazaar comes into play, choose a random color. Tap, add to your mana pool 1 mana of the the color last chosen, then choose a random color. What? What weird alternate reality nonsense is this? It's a video game card? So it was only in the video. Was this in Chandelar or something? Classic Chandelar. Are there universes beyond cards in Chandelar that are unique to Chandelar? How many? How many Chandelar cards are there? It says astral cards. Show me all your astral cards. Maybe this is the only one. Time to hassle wizards to get all the rest of the video game cards into print. I know that there was a green creature, a green kitty of some sort. This is such a funny card. Decide what color map you get on the next tap makes sense. Well, you don't get to. You're choosing it at random, but is it? It's like a weird. Okay, Commander players, when you play this card, it's like a weird gemstone mine. Life is a box of gem bazaar. You don't know what you're gonna get, but like it's not bad. Like it's a land. It's technically like it's like a city of brass that you can't choose what color you want at any given time. So anyway, we're gonna put. I'll put in the B tier just to be safe. It's a land, but it's sort of a boring land. There are 12 astral cards. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Chest of Treasures. I'd play it. I'd play it in a heartbeat. Okay, next up. Let's get a one freebie before we get to all the super chats. Kano, Cultivator Colossus. Cultivator Colossus? Is that really a random card? Cultivator. We have a backup. Oh, this card. 7 mana for a Star Trampler. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. When this creature enters, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. If you do, draw a card and repeat the process. So if you're in a very lands-heavy deck, you're drawing a lot of cards. You're drawing like millions of cards. S tier. It actually was a staple in Amulet Titan in Modern for a very, very long time. You have no card yet, Tresaru? Epic Experiment. Does this count? It better, Tresaru. Well, okay. Based on the art, it looks like it's a gambling card. So let's see what happens. So red and blue X. Exile the top X cards of your library. You may cast instant and sorcery spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana costs. Then put all cards exiled this way that weren't cast into your graveyard. Yes, that definitely works. It's a lot of mana to get a few cards out of it, though. And they have to be cheap, too. That's the biggest problem with this card. They gotta be cheap. They ain't cheap, you get nothing. C tier. It's a lot of mana, too. So I can only see this card is only good when you have like a ton of mana. You've got like 10 mana up. Or sorry, not 10, like 12. So you sink this for 10 and it'll be very, very good. But in those situations, it's probably going to be like anything is going to be good. Okay, next up, we've got Pabno with Booster Tutor in Arena's version of Vintage Cube. Booster Tutor. Did they add Booster Tutor in Arena? I think I heard something like that. So Booster Tutor is a black instant. Open a sealed magic booster pack. Reveal the cards and put one of them into your hand. So how does it work on Arena? You get a choice of like all the Arena boosters that exist there. That's the only thing I can think of. Unless it's like they're making a booster of like the cards that are in Cube. That might also be a thing. Pabno clarifies, oh, it's a cube booster. In Arena, you get a booster for the cube. That's fine. That's fine. It works. But it would be even more spiritual if you could get like an Ixalan booster. You could you choose from huge a list. Although that might be really cumbersome as time goes on. Like people have this giant list to go through. Okay, I want one of these cards. Almond wants Mana Crypt on here. I don't have to say anything. S tier. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna take like I'm gonna take this. Can anyone tell what this is? I should have a show like this. Would everyone watch? Oh, it would probably be a crappy show. It's only for people who are alive. Like, what is that card? Oh, I'm running out of space here. Running out of space in S tier land. Okay, we're gonna have to take some space here near the S. Gotta schmoozy it up over there. Okay, we got super chats. Starting with Trent Sims. Primal Surge. This sounds so familiar. Actually, one of the win cons in my CDH elf deck. Primal Surge. Only other non-permanent is Genesis Wave. Oh, good God. Okay, 10 mana sorcery. Exile the top card of your library. If it's a permanent card, you may put it onto the battlefield. If you do, repeat the process. Exile the top card of your library. Oh, so you're like a heavy permanent-based deck. And effectively, if you build your entire deck around this thing, then you get a bunch of permanent. You'll get the whole thing, right? Can you like combo off with it? I can't remember. Someone in this community... used to be in this community, built a complete combo deck off of Primal Surge. was very proud of it. I'll put it in the A tier. Has combo potential. Next, we've got Little MX Doom. Does Bottomless Pit count? Well, it might. It might not. Bottomless Pit. I don't even remember what this card does. It's a 3-mana enchantment. During each player's upkeep, that player discards a card at random. Yeah. That definitely counts. During each player's upkeep, that player discards a card at random. That seems poor-ish in this world. You're gonna it's like the opposite of what's it called? It's the opposite of Phyrexian Arena. So instead of gaining a card every turn, we're all gonna lose a card every turn. But it's 3 mana to do this effect. It's random, so you're not necessarily getting the good stuff out of their hand. But again, like I've mentioned this many times, hand discard, it can sort of backfire in the age of 2025 because you're just going to help the opponent fill their graveyard to do whatever nefarious things they want to do. Okay, let's... there's another super chat from MX Doom. So let's get a freebie in here. Oh my god, that art! Look at that avatar. It's a DJ cat spinning a pizza. Okay, anyway, random encounter. Did we do this one? Random encounter. I think we did Warp World. We also did random encounter. Sorry about that. Or did we do Warp World? Let's see, Warp World. Pretty sure we did Warp World. I've heard of the card. That's why you exile the graveyard after or before. Oh, we did Warp World as well. Sorry about that. Both those cards were taken so far today. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. We're gonna pick someone at random, and that someone is Pabno. Did you have a card, Pabno? You have no card. All right, so I'm gonna pick someone else at random. Steve Cooper, do you have a card? Have you been trying to get a second one in here? I do not see that one either. All right, well, I'm trying to give away a second card here. Trent Sims. I thought that DJ Cat was a penguin at first. Did Trent Sims have a second card? Okay, I'm just taking whatever's around here. Okay, Bryce, you're gonna get a card. Arcane Bombardment. Hey, it's great that everyone's chatting though in chat. It's great. Keep the vibes high. Arcane Bombardment. We have 6 mana for an enchantment. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. Then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana cost whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell. So you only get this one time. We're going to exile an instant or sorcery at random and then get to play it. It's a really crappy Snapcaster Mage, even though you get to do it every single turn. I might be underestimating this card, but I'm going to put in the C tier. Probably should be B tier. Like, it's an effect that you can have every turn. Griffiano says, I love random encounter in Standard. It's getting me turn 3 wins thanks to the very balanced mole. Very balanced, in fact. All right. Okay, mole, not Badger Cub. Next up, we've got Lil MX Doom with another super chat. Another day, another super chat. Breaches the Blast Maker. Blastmaker, it's a 3-mana 3/3 Goblin Pirate with Menace. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you may sacrifice an artifact. If you do, flip a coin. When you win the flip, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. When you lose the flip, Breaches the Blastmaker deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target. So you have to cast 2 spells, and you have to sack an artifact. If I sack the artifact, I flip a coin. I gotta win the flip. If I win the flip, I copy that spell, which is my second spell played for the turn. I may choose new targets if it had a target. But if I lose the flip, breaches deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any... What? So I win both ways. When you lose the flip, breaches the blast maker deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target. This card's insane. I think this card's great. Oh, but it has to be your second spell each turn. That's the only awkward part about this. I still like it. Heads I win, tails you lose. That's the type of card this is. And Discord Lord of Disharmony. Favorite. This is your favorite silver card. Lord of Disharmony. Oh, it's a, yeah, this is a silver border card. It's a 4-mana Chimera flying. At the beginning of your end step, choose a random non-land magic card name. Until your next end step, you may cast a copy of a spell with that name, and mana of any type can be spent to cast it. If you cast the spell this way, copy this ability if Discord is on the battlefield. Oh, Discord is this creature. Beginning of your end step, choose a random non-land magic card name. Until your next turn, you may cast a copy of the spell. Am I just conjuring things into existence here? Constant conjuring? Is this like broken? Choose a random non-land magic card until your next end step. Oh, but you have to play it at end of turn. So at the beginning of your end step, and then until your next... Oh no, it's until my next end step, until my next turn. This thing is insane. This thing is broken as far as I'm concerned. Okay, this is S tier. This is probably higher than S tier, really. Whatever the hell this thing is. Let's get Griffiano, fantastic avatar. We got to get you on the show. Chaotic transformation. We have not done that one. This bad boy was instead until last year. Last yearly. Oh, chaotic transformation. There it is. Last year rotation, and almost nobody used it. Got some progenituses out of it. All right. So 6 mana sorcery, exile up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, and up to 1 target enchantment, and up to 1 target planeswalker, or up to 1 target land. For each permanent exile this way, its controller reveals cards on the top of their library until they reveal a card that shares a card type with it. Oh, puts a card on the battlefield. So basically, you like chew up a bunch of tokens and then show them the progenitus. Reminds me of Polymorph. Actually, very useful card. Very easy to combo with a type of card like this. Very easy to combo. All right, and that's it for today. What a fantastic looking show. What a nice tier list. I do regret, though, that we didn't do a tier list of, like, the most random cards. And, like, the more random and luck-based it gets, like, the closer it gets to S tier. Maybe we could do that one. Maybe we call that, like, the most random show. The most random tier list. That'll be, like, a follow-up to this tier list. All right, but until then, thanks to everybody who showed up today, by the way. And we do this weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people can be part of the show. Of course, we have to thank everyone who contributes to the show. People like Turg and Bell came in, unfortunately, not at the nick of time. I think we did at least one of those. Indiana Jones, Benjamin Berkey, Pabno, Beautism, Christopher B. We got Little Dead Fly was there all along. Mappius, Shinobin. We also have Bell Griffiano. You're still suggesting cards, Beautism, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep bringing those coffees, and we're going to keep bringing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.